boss babes and bosses out there. So, sa video na to, we are going to talk more about online brand presence. So, I hope no by this time you are already done researching all the things that I need you to research, like the target market and the competitors, diba? Kasi dito na tayo sa part na bubuo na talaga tayo ng account sa na-choose natin na platform. By knowing all those details kasi about sa target market mo, kung saan sila always nag-hangout, I mean, anong social media yung always na ginagamit nila, yung ganon. And by knowing your competitors, how they are promoting their products and services, di ba? Mas maiintindihan natin na, mas maganda pala kung sa TikTok ako, yung ganon. After knowing all of this, makaka-decide ka na kung anong platform ka magbibuild ng audience or saan ka gagawa ng account. So for the last video that I have shared with you, it's all about these 7 popular social media sites that we are currently using na. Ang assignment doon is to pick at least one platform where doon always yung target market nyo nakikita nyo. Build a solid audience muna sa platform na yan before kayo mag-transfer na naman sa iba. When I started my YouTube account, focus lang talaga ako sa YouTube ko. I'm posting here and there sa Instagram ko. Tapos nakita ko na, it's good if I can also see their output. That's why I also created a Facebook group where you can share your output, guys, so that I can check. Yeah, parang yan yung starting game plan ko sa social media. What I really highly recommend na don't go to all of the social media agad. Just focus on one and make sure you build a strong and solid support or audience there before you're going to jump to another social media platform. So now, I'm going to share with you how to build a solid online brand presence. So first, I want you to understand that by creating a brand kit first will help you make a solid online brand presence. I know I've mentioned sa video na to because I explained there everything about branding. The font color, the font style, the tone of voice and all. It will help your brand to become known because of those things. But it's more than that. Basically, it's really more than that. That's why I want you to watch this first because I've explained everything there. Very detailed and very clear. There's a step-by-step tutorial on how to create one. I've given examples pa nga kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng mga solid brands talaga. So, ang sample namin for BossedUp PH now, kasi na-revise namin yung brand kit namin before. So, ito na yung brand kit namin ngayon. This is made by Seth. Super cute, diba? Yan yung binabasihan lahat ni Ses sa paggawa ng content namin. Yan yung guide niya when it comes to maggagawa siya ng content for all of our social media and even for our website. Kasi dapat uniform lahat. Hindi pwede na sa website ni client, ang dominant color niya is blue and gold. Tapos sa social media niya, pink and gold. So, it doesn't make sense. Dapat the same ang branding sa isang company or sa isang entrepreneur or sa isang client. Except lang pag magkaiba talaga yung business. For example, dalawa yung business niya. Meron siyang, let's say, pet shop and then meron siyang, ano ba yung mga nangyayari? For example, pet shop and si isa is flower shop. Pwede na the same color yung branding, but it's okay lang din naman na iba rin yung color ng isa niyang business. Right? But, dapat sa social media or sa website ng isang business, dapat the same color, the same font, para mas uniform and mas professional siyang tingnan. So, yun. Merong mga clients, meron na silang brand kit na ibibigay sa social media nila para yun na yung gamitan directly ni social media manager para sa paggawa ng content. Pero may iba talaga na super duper from scratch talaga. Wala pang logo, wala pang color, wala pang brand voice, and all. That's why you can create a simple brand kit for your client. And this is why I want you to do this assignment sa challenge na to kasi gusto ko matry nyo na gumawa your own brand kit. You can use our template for the brand kit, but I believe there are also beautiful templates na sa Canva that you can use and just customize it based sa branding ng client mo or based sa branding ng business mo. So, ang process namin na to, kung wala pa talaga siyang brand kit, i-explain ko ano yung kind ng business niya, ano yung feel na gusto niyang ma-feel if makita yung business niya na ano yung emotions na gustong ipa-feel niya sa mga audience niya, yung ganon. Kasi it will affect the colors that you are using, the font that you are using, ganon. So, ina-ask ko muna yon before ako gumagawa ng mood board. And then, gagawa ako ng at least 3 mood boards na pwede niyang pagpilian. Tapos, i-present ko sa kanya and mag-a-ask ako saan ba dun sa mga ginawa kong mood board ang ma-feel niya na, oh, okay, ito yung gusto ko na mood for my brand. Yung ganon. So, once nakapili na siya sa mood board ko, dyan pa ako gumagawa ng other details for the brand kit. So, if you have a real client right now that you are handling, and if you are following this challenge, I would highly suggest that you will ask first kung ano yung gusto niya na emotions na ma-feel ng mga audience niya, ano yung kind of business, and ano yung target market niya. It depends kasi kung what kind of colors that you're going to use para sa branding niya, diba? So, for example, gusto niya na lively, gusto niya na happy vibe, yung mga ganun. Maybe you want to pick mga lively colors, like mga bright colors, para hindi siya malungkot tignan ng mga colors, yung ganun. For example naman, yung business ni client is more on facial and whole body massage, something ganun. So, relaxing dapat sa eyes yung makita. So, maybe you are going to get colors na hindi siya mga shocking colors and hindi siya mga dark colors. Dapat relaxing and easy vibe, easy flow of energy kind of thing yung mafe-feel mo if yan yung makikita mo na colors, diba? So, yeah, ganyan yung gawin nyo pag meron talaga kayong beta clients na totoong client talaga, tapos wala pang brand kit, you can do that. But, I can also see that a lot of you are joining this challenge na meron na kayong mga ginagawang output before pa lang this challenge. So, if meron na kayong brand kit na nagawa, feel free to drop it so that we can see it, we can check it. So, yeah, that's the only assignment for today, the brand kit. Watch this video here if you don't know how to do it, and then upload it sa Google Drive natin, and then comment the link inside sa Facebook group natin. I'm ready to boss up by 𝐵RICSUY for public group, and then becoming a social media manager, a BossedUp challenge for private group. And yeah, if you have further questions about the assignments or about the task, about the series, or about this challenge, feel free to message us sa Facebook page at BossedUp PH, and don't forget to follow us sa Instagram accounts namin at 𝐵RICSUY and at BossedUp PH. So yeah, hope to see you guys on our next challenge. Bye!